everyone, welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in for my July budgets video. I will be sharing with you how I spent my money this month. So it's a bit more special because I actually got married this month on July 6th. That's why there is a wedding section, and I want to be able to share with you what kind of money I spent for my wedding. Just for information, it's actually not a full wedding because I'm actually Taiwanese and my husband is Singaporean. Because of COVID-19, none of my family could come to Singapore. So we only did a registry of marriage. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get started into the video. Just want to give you a bit of background. This couple deposits is the money that me and my husband both decided to fork out for our couple fund. We have been doing this since we've been dating for about 1.5 years, and this number actually fluctuates, but since COVID hit, our income has really been almost cut in half. So this is the money we decided that we are able to still fork out. So it is 2,000 from each of us at the beginning of the month, and whatever we make on our own from other sources, it is our own pocket money. So with this $4,000, straight away $2,000 actually goes into investments. So investments is not that I spent the complete $2,000, but I actually have a separate account. So I have two accounts where the $4,000 will be transferred into the main account and $2,000 will be transferred into my investments account, and from there I will distribute my money further. So as of right now, I actually distribute $200 each month to Stash Away. For those of you that do know what it is for those of you who don't know what it is a DigiPortfolio platform where you can put money in and it'll automatically manage the money for you. So this is actually what we use for vacations previously, and at the end of the year, if we go for a trip, this is where we'll take the money from for vacation. And usually it will grow a little bit, so we'll get a few $100 extra in cash at the end of the year for our trip. But since COVID hit, this money has just been sitting right there. And this month I did something different. I've actually been investing on my own into unit trusts for my own personal account. So I wanted to kind of incorporate that into our couple's account because I had a bit of cash sitting in my investments account. So I've decided this month that I would put $3,500 from my investment account previously into unit trusts. So I purchased two different unit trusts. Actually, I purchased one that distributes units. They're both dividend paying. One pays in units and the other pays in cash. So for the one that pays in cash, I don't reinvest the money and I choose to actually put the money back into the investments account. But actually I should be rethinking that. Alright, I'll put in some thought. Next is this area. I will record down my billing dates. So this is standard every month. Every month I will pay $760 in rent. I am actually sharing a unit with a few other flatmates with my husband. So we've been actually living together for quite a few years. And although we got married, we decided that we haven't saved enough money to purchase a home yet, because as a foreigner, I don't have the benefits of a CPF. Just with one CPF, it is a bit more difficult. So we decided to stay a bit longer with our housemates and continue to rent one room. Wi-Fi is standard as well. We calculate Wi-Fi by per head. So for me and my husband, we pay $15 on Wi-Fi every month. And you might be wondering where are the other bills, for example, the phone bills and all that. So actually for phone bills, my husband covers that section. And for me, I will cover the subscriptions section of the bill, which is Netflix. But that goes from our own pocket and doesn't come from here. So that's why it's not written here. And for this month, actually, our electricity bill was only $14.54. And our gas and water is from SB Group. And for this month, it was $43.40. You might be wondering why the electricity and water bill is so low. It's because we've actually recently shifted to a new place. So we moved on the 15th, hence this price, because this is only the electricity and gas for half a month. The other half was on a different bill last month. All right, after that, we'll come to the budget and spending side. So from the $4,000, $2,000 goes into investment, and $2,000 comes straight to budget and spendings. So this one actually just stays in my main account, and whatever I don't spend in the end, it stays in my main account. And if I've accumulated significant amount of money, I will just transfer the money from my main account into an investment. It might be stash away or might be stocks. Because this month I got married, so with all the money that was sitting in my stash away account for vacation that we didn't get to use for the past almost 2 years, I've actually brought forward $2,500 to cover the expenses for our ROM. So this month I have a total of $4,500 to budget for spendings. I usually budget $40 for home. Home is usually sometimes like filters or things like that, just small things here and there. And I budget around $90 for utilities, but for this month that'll be only half the amount. On home, we spent $19.29 on some tissue paper. Utilities, as you can see here, it is $57.94. Was that correct? All right, yeah, that's correct. So the house fund is different. This actually is something that me and my flatmates, we've agreed on. So per person, per head, we will pitch in $50 into this envelope. And every time we buy things like detergent, dishwasher, cleaning supplies, because we all cook, so in the house, when we buy salt, pepper, sugar, oil, this kind of things, it all comes from the house fund, and we only top up when we actually are running low. When we don't need it, we don't top up at all. So this month we did top up, and it was a total of $100 for me and my husband. I actually have 2 guinea pigs. I budget around $20 for my guinea pigs every month. A lot of times they will be eating food from our groceries, so this $20 is really for bedding, or food pellets, or their hay and things like that. But this month, because they still had all the food, so we've only spent $7.06 for some fresh veggies. Next, we have groceries. So for groceries this month, I usually cook 1 to 2 meals a day. I try my best. Usually it's breakfast and then either a lunch or a dinner, or a late dinner, and then we just have a random supper. It really depends because our timetable is quite hectic, so we can't really eat always during meal times. This month, our groceries bill came up to a total of $439.35. Next, we have outings. Outings is just usually if we do decide to go out and eat, it will come from here, or if we decide to go watch a movie or a small date from time to time, that will come from here. And this month we spent $96. And for health, because both of us have benefits from our company, $20 is just for maybe over-the-counter medicine or things like that. This month we didn't spend any, which is great. We're all healthy. For others, I usually budget $50 for gifts or for things that doesn't fit into any of these categories. But in the month of July, I don't think there was any. A lot of times, if it's just small things, if I ask my husband to go get me, I don't know, a bag of lettuce or buy a cucumber for the guinea pigs, that will just come from his pocket. Or if I go grocery shopping, sometimes if it's just a small amount, I don't always claim from this house fund. For example, like the phone bill and the subscription bill, that comes from our own pockets. All of the money that is left over that we don't spend, it just goes into our main account and we use it for travel or investments. So this is the special part for this month, which is the wedding section. I just want to show you guys what it was like for our ROM. We didn't do anything fancy. It was really just a simple ROM, went there to sign. And we took a few photos. We had the photographer follow us to Coney Island to take a few photos before, and that's really about it. So the ROM itself was $42 for the registry. We hired photography for 5 hours, where it's just one photographer, and he followed us around, came to our house. That was $750. And then we have hair and makeup. That was mainly for me, and a little bit of basic makeup for my husband. That was $350. And I've also ordered a bouquet of flowers. That was $145. And we prepared some red packet money. I don't know why, but it ended up to be $72. I'm not sure how this number came about, but yeah. And then next, we also had my flatmates were kind enough to be my driver for the day. So the car rental was $130. Food was just some snacks that I purchased for everybody to eat throughout the day. I knew it was going to be pretty hectic, and definitely nobody would have time to sit down and have a meal. So I bought small snacks from like Bengawan Solo and from the bread store. So just things that they can pick up and just stuff in their mouths when they're feeling hungry. That was $38. There's also dry cleaning after the event, which was $51. And last but not least, right after our ROM, I tried to apply for PR. For the PR application is actually $100 for the PR application fee. Now it's the exciting part. So the exciting part is to add up all the money that I spent this month. Okay, let's start with, actually this part is done. Let's do this part. Sorry for my very weird calculator.
For home, I budgeted $40 and I only spent $19.29. That leaves me $20.71. Utilities was $90 for budget and spent $57.94. That's $32.06. So for the house fund, that was $0 left. For the pigs, we spent $7.06. That leaves me with $12.94. For the groceries, $450 minus $439.35. That leaves me with $10.65. For outings, that leaves me $4. For health, that leaves me with $20. Others with $50. And for the wedding, oh, this is exciting. So it's $42 plus $750 plus $350 for hair and makeup plus $145 for flowers plus $72 for ang bao plus $130 plus $38 plus $51, and last but not least plus $100, and that comes up to the total of $1,600. Is that even correct? $1,678. Okay, let me do that again. Okay. I knew it wasn't 1,600. Because of the lockdown, we couldn't eat out together. So we ordered back home, and we ordered from the restaurant Quintine's, and that came up to a total of $165.88. That's what we're missing. So let me add that up with 165.88. That gives me a total of $1,843.88 spent for my ROM, which is below budget, which I am very, very happy about. And that leaves me with $656.12.
So I'm extremely thrilled to see that this whole month I did not go over budget. And especially for the ROM, we did not go over budget for that either. We actually have quite a bit left. So yeah, I think that concludes my video for the month of July. And thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section down below, and I promise I'll read through them. If you have any suggestions of what you think about what I should do with my unit trust, should I let it reinvest or should I take the cash dividends, let me know. And see you guys again next week for August.